Hello and welcome. I welcome you with the light of my heart to the light in your heart, recognizing us both as the one universal light and existing and living within the light of pure love and divinity. I was planning on going live this morning and I had some technical difficulties. So I'm just going to make this video now and I'll be posting it as soon as it's done. And then I will get it figured out for next time. So welcome to White Star Essence Satsang. My name is Stephanie Holman and I want to share with you the light of the universal truth, and I'll bring that into your awareness and bring you the message that this light and universal truth exists within you. You have complete and full access to it. You are an awakened, enlightened being already and living in the one pure reality where peace, love, beauty, wisdom, compassion, laughter, joy all exist untouched by any suffering. So I invite you to feel this light inside you. I invite you to feel whatever you are feeling inside you right now as I speak these words and I share this transmission of light. I arrived in planet Earth, as most of us do, as many of us do, with a degree of consciousness and level of light and consciousness. Now, we agree to come to planet Earth and we know what's going to happen beforehand, and we agree to forget a lot of what we knew and this alive knowingness of who we are. And we come in and we have this experience of being a human in the earth plane, and we can carry a lot of light, but because of what we've agreed to do to come and help, and forgetting and having this experience of being children, we may not have awareness of our awareness. So like for me, I came in with a lot of light and maintained that light. I encountered a lot of veils and energies, and we really start encountering those as soon as we're joining and manifesting with our physical body in our mother's womb. And then when I was 20, I started having conscious awareness experiences of transcending these energy veils and integrating and remembering the light of my being. So in my late 20s, I was awakening, kind of in where I'm just sharing like a little bit of a linear timeline, because all the light of who we are does exist beyond time. So as my awakening intensified, in my late 20s, had a realization that there was definitely so much more, and that rather than focusing my life on the things I had been told as a child were important and I should be focusing on, I started focusing on the light within me and really seeking the light of divinity, spirituality, of enlightenment and peace, and all those things that are typical when we use the terminology and refer to the experience of being a spiritual seeker. So I had the pleasure of encountering many amazing spiritual teachers and authors and other spiritual seekers who really, brought all this light within me forward, so that I got to a point several years ago where I had a really strong, pure spiritual awakening, realizing that I am the illuminated self, I am the light of the universe, and within that knowing that I am the light of the universe, I could see and realize with a capital R, in that conscious alive sense that is beyond mental concepts. I realized this was true for absolutely all of us. And as this knowing grew in me, and I remembered more, and I integrated back, like in that remembering at the same time of the light of who we are, we remember who we've always been this whole time, no matter what journey we've been on, and no matter what realm. So um, so it's like then this light of our consciousness is greater than the limited earth realm that we had agreed to come in and be veiled and experience from a more human place, a more psychological place, a place of personhood. So as this has grown within me, now I am a source of brilliant light, and it's always deepening in me, and it's always clearing more, and I've realized that I am a messenger of love, of pure love. I am the messenger of pure love. So, pure love as pure divinity, the pure oneness, source, God, this pure, loving, nameless source of all loving goodness that we're all a part of, that we contain within us. We are one with it within us. And we are our own unique manifestation of divinity at the same time. And this is where we all exist. So when I welcome you from my light, I recognize your light, and I see us both living in this one existence already, because it is where we are, and it's where we've always been. So that might seem like a lot, where most of us aren't walking around talking about this. There's no billboard signs about it. Our family and some of our friends are not necessarily talking to us in this way. So I want to just talk about that a little bit more. And as I speak about that, I invite you to be aware of this light within you. And your mind might get active, because in your awareness, your consciousness, you've been used to giving your mind your attention, and you've kind of acclimated to that. And some of us more than others, and some of us have, work on that already through meditation and awareness and having spontaneous openings and awareness. But that's just something to recognize. And just like anything that can easily be changed, just being acclimated to mental thoughts and concepts is not bad. It's something we agreed to do, and our light is bigger than that experience and lives beyond it. So, so as I speak about the truth within us all and helping bring this forward in all of us, just see if you can feel in your body. Just see what you're feeling in there. You might feel something in your heart. You might feel something in your stomach. You can feel things outside of your physical body in your greater energy field. Your hands could tingle. All sorts of things. You could feel a little woozy. If you have some thoughts, that's great. Let them be here. They're welcome here. We're just giving our attention to something deeper within us. And if this is something you've already been practicing, then this is an invitation to go yet a little deeper with it. So just watch for these feelings and experiences. And if you have an experience that we would say is uncomfortable, that's fine and welcome here too. Relax, let it be here. There's nothing wrong with it, no need to resist it, and just breathe. So this message of light and truth is your message of light and truth, which is one reason why it's such a joy and honor for me to share this light and this message with you. And you are so loved by divinity and all of the beings, which is everyone, in this pure one reality of love, joy, and compassion, and every wonderful quality that you can think of or experience. So you are this light. You have always been this light. And as I said, this message and this truth is yours. It is coming forth now in perfect divine timing. I am being every day more and more invited to share this message and spread this light that is really just a remembering of this beautiful light and who we are. So, just feeling this light inside, and I invite you to feel where I'm speaking from and own this. If you're having any feeling of joy or relief or wow, this makes so much sense, this feels so right, maybe you're feeling at home, you're feeling inspired, this is the message coming alive within you, and I invite you to fully own it for yourself. So for me, as I said before, doing spirituality, being a spiritual seeker, and then coming into a deeper knowing and experience of the light in my beingness, which I often refer to as our essence selves when we are having any kind of experience of our true selves, the true light of ourselves, and then certainly when we come out and it's more fully manifested for us. I like to refer to this as our essence selves. And so just feeling this and knowing this is who you are, and then you can begin to give this your loving attention and see what this means for you as you integrate and remember and have this experience of becoming this beautiful light that you already are for yourself. So for me, it's been realizing that I have entered the earth plane as a spiritual guide and messenger of love. And we're all spiritual guides and messengers of love, but it may not look for you the way it's manifesting for me and my mission and my own unique light and the way I share the message. So part of the beauty of owning this light and this message for yourself is the invitation to see what this means for you. And many of us are already connected with our gifts and what brings us joy. And some may already be, giving and sharing these gifts. So it's an invitation to have more loving awareness of that and to share those gifts more deeply, more brightly, receiving more love and light for yourself and living in a place of joy and being able to give that to others. Because when we give the light, we receive the light simultaneously. So you may have an experience of giving and sharing light like I am now, and I'm sharing it with all of you beautiful essence beings, and at that same time, as you're receiving it from me, I'm also sharing the light back from you and from the one beautiful reality. Because that's how it is in the one reality. It's all light meeting light. And I like to think of like if you've ever taken a bubble bath, and all the little bubbles and all the little, you can see like little pastel-y rainbow lights in them. It's like light upon light upon light, and it's aliveness, and this light is everywhere, and it's everything, and it's the only true reality. So feeling this aliveness, there's instant reciprocity in everything we do. And that's one reason why it is untouched by any veils of suffering, because the suffering carries a vibration that cannot exist in this light, and it is actually the only thing that actually exists. And I invite you to take some time and feel that now, and contemplate this and feel it in your daily lives, that there's only one true reality, and that is of love and of light and of peace and of happiness. And really nothing else makes sense. So sometimes it's just our journey and our exploration to know and realize that fully, as we face the veils and the experiences of suffering. So another beautiful part of this message is that suffering is not real, and the light of divinity is coming forth in the earth realm to let this truth be known. It is time for all suffering to end, and the light be shared everywhere. And as we do this here in the earth realm, we affect all realms and other existences and civilizations until the one light of the one reality is revealed. So, how do we end this suffering, this experience of suffering? Well, there's two great ways to do that. One is the invitation I've already shared, is to feel how you come alive with this message, contemplate this message, and then we begin to give our loving attention to whatever we're feeling inside. So that is pulling away our attention, and we've acclimated to giving our attention to our thoughts and conceptual experiences, to giving our loving attention to our inner experiences. And so I said there were two ways, but maybe it's just one. But when you do this, and if you're feeling good, that is great, and that's my preferred way, to let that light grow and give it your loving attention. Sometimes when we do this, uncomfortable feelings come up, and that's fine. You know, it doesn't seem as enjoyable, but having been through transcending veils and very low vibrational levels of consciousness, and facing all kinds of suffering and horrific vibrational energies, I can tell you that it can be not only very cathartic in the moment, but it's absolutely rewarding and essential to bringing back the light of the one reality for ourselves and for all of us beautiful essence beings that exist all together in one reality, because there's no place else to exist. So you can do this by acknowledging whatever you're feeling, and whenever we can, bringing it back to the framework of that we are these beings of light, we are this pure, loving reality, and letting our awareness of that, and when we have those good high vibrational feelings, giving them our loving attention, realizing this is our true identity, letting false identities drop away, and focusing on this. And the more we do this, the more we'll feel it, the easier it will become to be more conscious, to bring your loving awareness to veils and suffering you may be experiencing, or others are experiencing around you, and listening to your inner guidance and intuition. So, I hope this has been enlightening and helpful, and I am here and available always to everyone. So you may call on me energetically. You can picture my face and remember what my energy feels like. And if you're having a hard time, or you just want, or you're having a great time, or something beautiful and amazing is happening, and you want someone who is conscious and aware to see you through whatever you're experiencing or lend you support, I'm absolutely here for you. You can call on me anytime energetically. I invite you to visit me here on my channel. I have several videos posted, and I'm quite gifted in the spiritual awakening, but not as gifted in technology. So I've been figuring some things out, and I hope to be posting here more often. And I will just mention also really quickly a little bit more about Satsang today. And Satsang is Sanskrit. It means sitting in the truth. And so when I say truth, I am referring to all the goodness, all the light, all the amazing and wonderful things. And that is the truth of who we are, and the joy of remembering and returning to that. And so I hope you felt this beautiful transmission of light coming through today and awakening the light that's already within you. And if we break down the word Satsang, Sat, S-A-T, means truth, true identity in the highest sense of that word and definition. And Sang, S-A-N-G, is the root word of Sangha, which in Sanskrit means community. So that's another beautiful thing to remember, is when we come together like this, we are sitting in the light of the truth together as a community, which also refers us back to this one loving reality that we all exist within together as our essence selves. So please join me here again on February 1st, Saturday, February 1st at 11:11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm here on the West Coast in the USA, and I invite you to join me. We'll be going further into the light. I'll be sharing this message more. If you want to comment on this video, please comment on the bottom if you have any questions. And if you have a question you'd like for me to answer at the end of the transmission next time on February 1st, I would love to do that. I'm here for you. You may leave a comment at the bottom of this video. You can go to my website, whitestaressence.com, and contact me there on my contact page, and just let me know it's something I can answer for you at Satsang. And I'm always available to you, so you can check out my website and see the other ways I'm available. And if you want to send me an email and you have something private you want to ask me about, then please do that. Be happy to respond to you and help you in any way I can, bringing clarity to your experience, concerns, questions, or curiosities. So hopefully I will go live next time and get that figured out. And I just want to share all my love with all of you. You are the light of the universe. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.